It's time for baseball. Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway.
The afternoon for Miami.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Counts even at 1-1 for Granderson.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Schmidt backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. 0-1 the count. Ryan's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Morgan is there. And that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now at the plate, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Here this afternoon, the left fielder, number 24.
Here's the first pitch to him. Center field. Brinson's in pursuit. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Moment now to have a look at Tommy Lasorda's lineup for the expansion era Boomers. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across third.
First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Popped him up. Anderson has room in foul territory. And the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network.
Leading off for Miami, the second baseman, Starlin.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as Castor was retired here for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And 2 quick outs here in the second. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Behind 0-2 now. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the mark. Digging in now, Reggie Jackson. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Reggie Jackson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. He'll get it into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Calling for it, O'Brien. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Waiting on it is Brinson. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Striding in, Robin Yell. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Walker over to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is skied out toward right. Jackson moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 8.
So 1 out now for the Marlins in their half of the third. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. The 1-2. And this is popped up near second base. Yount is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jose Arena. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ryan into the windup, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Miami down in order. Digging in, Gary Carter as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Carter.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Stepping in now, Nolan Ryan, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson, as he lifts it in the air to right field. O'Brien is there. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
You see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Castro is calling for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Riding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. And their runners at the corners now.
Griffey Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he's safe.
Right fielder Reggie.
2 men on, 2 out. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Looking to minimize the damage here. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat.
Line toward the alley in left center. Brinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
In is Curtis Granderson.
Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Calling for it, Henderson, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
digging in, Brian Anderson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Now a pitch swung on and bounced out to Robin Young. He's got it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Here's Neil Walker. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ryan has his target. Here's the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. The next 0-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3. Now to the plate, Willie Stargell picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And here comes the lifelong Brewer, Robin Yount. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that one-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
In now, Nolan Ryan. High in the air down the right field line. O'Brien is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with two gone in the inning.
Number 24.
Standing in, Ricky Henderson. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity. Go get ahead and strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Caleb Smith answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Joe Morgan, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Riddle is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 4 full. It's a lead for the expansion era, 5-0. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Starlin Castro, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Peter O'Brien. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1-0 the count. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Ready now, Ken Griffey Jr. popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 9.
Digging in and looking for more, Reggie Jackson. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Into the box now, Mike Schmidt, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Granderson. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as this lead swells to 7-0.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch because it was an absolute gift. You could see that he caught too much at the plate and the hitter caught too much of the ball. Sayonara. See you next time.
Standing in now, Willie Stargell. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it. In now, Robin Yount, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Stargell rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Wow, with 1 out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his 2nd hit of the game. So he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. O'Brien has a play, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Granderson is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits. No errors and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Boomers lead it 9-0. So coming to the plate, JT Riddle. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, and count.
Now the 2-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Martin Prado will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 14.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. Austin Bryce gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting,
ready for another shot now. Joe Morgan, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way to third. Anderson comes up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24.
Stepping up now, Ken Griffey Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. The Boomers are on top, 9-0. Back here at the Polo Grounds along the Harlem River. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in Curtis Granderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Neil Walker. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And that misses inside 1-0. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Popped him up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Boomers are out in front here, 9-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Jackson takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Schmidt. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Into the box, Willie Stargell. Line towards center field. Brinson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Striding into the box, Robin Yount. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. Here comes the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The catcher,
into the
8.
box, Gary Carter earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great. And
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Boomers lead it 10-0. Here's Starlin Castro. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. The 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Popped him up. Carter is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. Now 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Miami down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the eighth.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. No balls and one strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Hero. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as well. And he'll pull into third with a triple.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Now Junior gets a hold of one to deep right. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So Junior strikes for a two-run shot as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, Reggie Jackson. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And he is in there.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Willie Stargell. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Here comes the first pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Runners are at first and third with none out. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Zips it to Castro for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. In now, Gary Carter. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And it's gone as they add still another. Tehran Guerrero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Nolan Ryan. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Hey, have a day right here.
24.
Third knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in the 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
Into the box now, Ricky Henderson. Hit the other way out toward right field. O'Brien on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Up next for Miami, JT Riddle. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Throw in time. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.